speaking of the Caldor fire, it has become the #1 priority fire in the country right now as it continues to burn more and more land in El Dorado County now. So let's take a look at the new numbers from CAL FIRE just out this morning. Caldor fire has now grown to more than 126,000 acres. Containment has grown to 11%, up from 9% yesterday. Fire has destroyed at least 461 homes. It's threatening another 17,000 homes. Crews say they are focusing all their attention right now on the fire's east side. They're hoping to prevent it from threatening the more populated areas.
KCRA 3's Mike DeSalle joins us now with a live look at the Caldor fire out near Khyber. So what have you been seeing this morning, Mike?
Yeah, and this here is a significant scene. We're right along 33 Milestone Track, so that's just the east of Khyber's. We're behind cabin number 22. This is the river. You can see how far the fire, active fire, has now made its way down slope to the river's edge. Give you the proximity of what you're seeing across the river to the cabins here. Going to have my photographer Brandon Atchison pan over to the right. It's going to show you. You can see these are cabins that line the river on the north side of the river. If we come back out to the left again, you're going to see that the fire right now is still on the south side of the river, but surely proximity-wise, it's an uncomfortable feeling to know that the fire is that close to these cabins. The good news here this morning, I want to stress, is there's no breeze and no wind to speak of as of right now, which means there's not a lot to motivate embers from that side to come over to this side and potentially spark a spot fire over here. And there is a long hose line already laid behind these cabins just in case. But again, this is the closest that we have seen active fire to cabins along Highway 50 in the area, between Riverton and up towards the town of Strawberry. The furthest west that we've seen fire from this spot is about 3 miles down Khyber's to the west. That Riverton area, that's where we saw one kind of flank of fire by itself. But if you come east of Khyber's, just about a half mile to a mile, this then becomes a sustained line of fire going that way. And I've seen it as far east as about 4 to 5 miles to the east of Khyber's towards Strawberry. But again, because of no wind or breeze this morning, this is largely fire that remains in those lower level fuels, those fuels closer to the ground. So not seeing this fire crowning up in the trees just yet. So for those with cabins or homes along 33 Milestone Track, just know none of them that I've seen here have suffered any damage, and no sign of any embers having made their way from that side of the river to this side. Live just south of Highway 50 east of Khyber's, Mike DeSalle, KCRA 3 News.
It's quite a picture. Let's hope it stays that way. Thank you, Mike. Well, the Red Cross has volunteers helping those who are displaced because of the Caldor fire. Steve Lind is one of 300 Red Cross volunteers helping evacuees in Northern California right now. He's from Texas, and this is his first deployment. Lind says he enjoys feeding evacuees, but most of all, he says he's been a listening ear to families as they wait to hear about their homes and their animals.
Always looking to see how we can improve the environment for our clients, picking up things, reaching out to them, offering them comfort, somebody to talk to. Quite often they're just looking to express what's going on in their life. Give them a chance to talk.
Volunteers have long days. Red Cross deployment lasts 2 weeks, and Lynn is set to go back home on August 30th.